There's nothing in this world that compares to Chinese takeout food. Well, what if I told you that there are people leaving crazy reviews like, I'd rather use my $13 to buy a broken Barbie doll off of Craigslist than ever eating that goofy food ever again. Well, I've rounded up 3 of the worst one-star Chinese restaurant reviews that I could find to hopefully debunk them by putting them to the test. And after I'm done eating, regardless of how it goes, I'm gonna leave my own brutally honest review. And we are starting off this video strong with a 1-star review that says, this place used to be our favorite Chinese restaurant. We picked up an order last night only to find bugs in the broccoli. I brought this to the store's attention today, in which they were trying to deny it was in their broccoli. Please, please, if you order from here, check your food. Now I'm gonna show you a picture of this bug that they had in the review, and if you have small children or you're currently eating food, I would suggest you turn away for the next 5 seconds. Yeah, all right, let's go get some broccoli. Hello, I'm just looking to get like a chicken and broccoli with rice. Is there a combo like that? No? Okay, so none of these are just, I can just substitute one for broccoli? Can I just get the beef and broccoli then?
Yeah.
No fried rice?
Broccoli, not chicken?
Chicken and broccoli.
Broccoli,
Yeah,
anything else?
that's everything.
Okay.
You're gonna bring it out to me? Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect, thank you so much. I'm curious how long it's gonna take them to bring it out to the car. Hi. Oh, that was fast.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Take care. Have a good day. 2 minutes. Here's our order, our chicken and broccoli. By the way, it seemed a little bit difficult to order some rice with broccoli and chicken. You would think that that would just be one big dish, but I guess not. I paid $15.26. They did bring it out to the car, so you know what? I'm gonna give them points for that. The main thing I'm looking for here is to debunk the 1-star review that says they had a bug in their broccoli, so I'm gonna be thoroughly searching and making sure, because if there is, I wanna make sure that I don't eat it. By the way, this is all they gave me, 0 utensils. Luckily, I found a random fork in my car, and I'm gonna make sure I don't throw this out because I might need this a little bit later. It looks exactly what I would expect from chicken and broccoli. Smells like it has a good flavor. Now the thing is there a bug inside of my broccoli? Do you guys see anything? I really hope I'm not gonna read something in the comments that's gonna freak me out after I'm done eating this and I just didn't notice anything here. Looks like a clean piece of broccoli. Let's give it a bite. Oh, hot. It's cooked well, has some seasoning to it. Pretty solid piece of broccoli. Piece of chicken here. I don't usually get this kind of chicken, but it does look pretty decent. Solid piece of chicken. It's juicy. It doesn't have too much flavor, but it's not unacceptable. It's not bad. Oh, got a little piece of bone. I'm not really sure what these little tiny white pieces are on top of this broccoli. I think little tiny pieces of garlic is what it is. And for $13, this is a pretty big sizable dish. It's all looking good to me. I'm gonna go ahead and say the bug in the broccoli is debunked. One more bite.
My chicken and broccoli was ready very quickly, and he even brought it out to my car. The chicken itself was juicy, although I wish it had a little more seasoning, and the broccoli had a nice crunch to it. The dish was simple, but exactly what I was hoping for. Even though it was a little difficult to order, I had an overall pleasant experience.
Wait, what is that? Oh, it's the review of our next location. I ordered the chicken ball lunch special that came with a side of chicken fried rice. It was rancid, absolutely rancid. The chicken tasted rotten or possibly uncooked. As a side note, the sauce should come on the side, not on top of the chicken balls, as it makes them soggier. The rice looked and tasted bland with only a bit of smoky flavor. And yes, we are currently at the restaurant with the review at the beginning of the video that said someone would rather spend their $13 on a used children's doll than to buy food from here. By the way, that same review said that they did not get the proper change back in their order, so we got ourselves some cash to see if they will give us their proper change. Hi. Do you have a chicken ball and fried rice lunch special?
Yes.
Can I get that, please?
Is that?
That's everything.
1356.
$13.56? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I have cash.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes? All right, perfect. I'll wait here. $13 and came with a drink? Not bad. We got our food. The guy was super nice. Also, I didn't realize that that Chinese place was also a fish and chips and poutine place. Who knows? Maybe we missed out on a hidden gem. So first thing, the sauce not on top of the chicken balls. There you go, debunked. Oh, it's so hot. Oh. First glance, I'm pretty impressed. It looks pretty good. The chicken balls feel crispy, not super oily, and doesn't smell like bad fryer oil. Plus, the sauce came on the side and not on top like the review said. We also paid $13.56 and it came with a drink. But looks can be deceiving. Another thing I do have to say is that I did count the change when I got my order and they gave me the exact amount of change that I needed. So I would also consider that debunked. Let's test to see if this chicken ball is uncooked / rotten / rancid. Chicken to breading ratio looks really good. The chicken itself, plump, juicy, not undercooked, not uncooked. Good smell to it. This is a regular good old chicken ball. I would say that the rice doesn't look that bland. Let's see how it tastes. Good smoky flavor, not too greasy. I wonder if they took these reviews and really tried to change their ways because this is a good dish. I spy a little piece of chicken in the fried rice too. Good flavor. I haven't had radio. Oh, no. It's gone. Thankfully, I have a lot more balls. Anyways, I haven't had radioactive chicken balls in a long time. Oh, brings back the memories. I always get worried when I do these 1-star review taste tests because sometimes reviews are actually true, but other times maybe it was just an off day, maybe it's the person's own personal opinion of the food. One more bite.
Ordered the chicken ball and chicken fried rice lunch special and was very surprised. The chicken was juicy, crispy, and had a good breading to it. The rice was fluffy and smoky, and it came with a drink at a reasonable price. 10 out of 10 would get the balls again.
Location number 2 done, completely debunked. Let's head to our final location. This might be the biggest mistake because I found a place that might actually ruin the rest of my night. Let's go. We finally made it to our final location, and this one is a little bit different because there are so many reviews here that people got violently ill hours later after eating the food. And also, someone found a watch battery in their dish. What am I doing? So the dish I'm gonna be trying today is based off of this review that says, the worst Chinese food I had in my life. I ordered the shrimp fried rice with sweet and sour spare ribs. The ribs were breaded beyond unbelievable. I had more flour than meat and the rice was horrible. I don't even know what to get from that review because it seemed like they were so shooken up by what they got that they didn't even know how to write a proper review and type properly. So once I test this food, I'm gonna have to check a little bit later to see if I get sick. And if I don't get sick, that means 2 possibilities. One is that my stomach can handle any rancid, rotting thing that I can throw at it, which just seems like a weird flex. Or maybe the food wasn't so bad after all. I guess only time will debunk it. Hi. Can I have some shrimp fried rice with some sweet and sour spare ribs, please?
That's gonna be $20.85.
$20.85? Perfect. Is your sweet and sour spare ribs supposed to have a breading on it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it has a breading on it. Interesting. Is sweet and sour spare ribs supposed to have breading on it? I don't know. I've never gotten it before, I guess. So far, I do have to say though, every single restaurant that I've been to, everyone has been super nice. Shrimp fried rice and sweet and sour spare ribs. Hopefully this isn't the last meal of my life. It's time for our final meal, our sweet and sour spare ribs and shrimp fried rice. In total, I paid $20.85, but it was 2 dishes, so that does make sense. Sweet and sour spare ribs, shrimp fried rice. Very fragrant, very nice smell to it. Doesn't smell too oily, and you can see a bunch of shrimp just in there. So far, so good. They gave us 2 packets of soy sauce and 2 fortune cookies. First thing we're gonna do is check the breading to the meat ratio of the sweet and sour spare ribs. Let's grab a big piece. Meat in here, and meat in there. Seems like a pretty decent ratio. It's a little oily. It doesn't taste too bad though. It is a touch on the oilier side, but I wouldn't say it's inedible. That's a bone. Definitely tastes like Chinese takeout. And of course, I gotta be thorough with my testing, so I gotta eat a lot of this. Oh, another bone. I can't believe they got a shrimp to fry this rice. Not that much flavor. Rice doesn't really have a super fluffy texture to it, and it's super oily. The shrimp tastes fine. These spare ribs definitely better than fried rice. The more I eat of this, the more there's a film around my mouth. I'm sure it's gonna be fine, right guys? Flavor-wise, it really doesn't taste bad. It's just very, very oily. And not the good kind of oily either. Is there a good kind of oily? So I wouldn't call the fried rice horrible. It wasn't amazing, but it was sort of debunked. And the sweet and sour spare ribs didn't have too much breading to them, so I would say that's also debunked. One more massive bite.
Ordered the shrimp fried rice with sweet and sour spare ribs from a kind cashier who got my order quickly. The shrimp fried rice was a little oily and the shrimp needed a little seasoning, otherwise it was fine. The sweet and sour spare ribs were pretty delicious and there wasn't too much breading on them, which I was happy with. The reviews about people's experiences hours after eating the food have me a little worried, but watch this review if anything bad happens in a few hours. I guess only time will tell.
And if you're still here watching this video, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. It does help me out a lot. The final debunking will happen in the morning. We're gonna see if I get violently ill overnight. We'll see you guys then.
Good morning, everybody. It is 7 a.m. and I got news to share from last night after eating all of that Chinese food. No turd trespasser, no bum bandit, not even so much as a fart fairy visited me at any hour of the night. So I guess you can say that this review is destunked. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.